3 weeks after Lars disappeared, the story was almost forgotten, until a radio operator in Lapland reported receiving a strange transmission. A broken voice, fragmented coordinates, repeating over and over. Hakkinen, Hakkinen, Tower 462, alive. The signal was weak, but the origin, impossible. It came from a decommissioned tower, one that hadn't broadcast since 1997. No power, no staff, nothing but rust. But the message was clear, and it matched Lars's voice. A small search team was sent. No press, no rescue squad, just 2 men and a recorder. What they found at that tower was not from this world. The footage you are about to see was recovered from their helmet cams. This is what really happened, or at least what the government let us keep. The 2 men, 1 technician, 1 security, reached the tower at dusk. They documented everything. Rusty stairs, frozen wires, but the power panel blinked green for 0.7 seconds, then off again. The air was thick, too quiet. No birds, no wind, just static in their earpieces. As they climbed the stairs, one of them saw movement inside, just for a second, a shape. At the top floor, the equipment was clean, not dusty, not aged. 1 screen, still powered, displayed coordinates, same as Lars's last known GPS, but also a second set, coordinates that pointed underground, below the forest. As one man adjusted the frequency, a new signal came through. Not a voice this time, just numbers, repeating, like a countdown. Technicians suggested climbing down to the basement level, despite the tower's blueprints showing no lower floors. But a trapdoor was found beneath a metal grate. They opened it. A cold breath rushed upward. Steps descended into darkness, cut into the stone. No lights, just the glow from their headlamps. The walls were smooth, artificial, but there were no cables, no tech. After descending for several minutes, they reached a chamber. At its center, an antenna, ancient but glowing softly. Surrounding it, dozens of black boxes with labels in Finnish, Russian, and a third unknown script. One of the boxes emitted a faint beeping sound. When the technician approached, the antenna pulsed, and a distorted voice played through their headset. It wasn't Lars, but it said his name. Then the boxes began to vibrate. The vibration intensified. One by one, the black boxes lit up, displaying pulsing shapes and unreadable data. Suddenly, the chamber's walls began to glow faintly. Lines of light crawled across the stone, forming a massive circuit pattern. The air thickened. The countdown, heard earlier, hit 0. A deep tone shook the room. Then, silence. The antenna rose a few centimeters on its own. From it, a projection burst out, like a hologram, showing multiple overlapping maps. One was the forest, another was a city underwater, the third, a void. The technician tried to record it, but the camera display distorted. The security guard, visibly panicked, said they should leave, but the technician froze. He said he heard a voice, not through the headset, but inside his head. It said just one word: return. The technician stepped forward, reaching toward the glowing antenna. The moment his hand touched it, the screen went white. The signal, broadcasting live to the op center, cut off. All that remained was audio. Heavy breathing, a sharp metallic snap. Then, static. 3 minutes later, the tower went dark. All economics fried, melted from the inside. When a retrieval team arrived the next morning, the inside of the tower was empty. No gear, no bodies, no antenna. Only one thing was left. A perfectly etched word in the concrete wall. The same word the technician heard. Return. The footage you've seen was leaked by someone inside. They were never identified. And the tower, it was demolished 3 days later, officially due to structural risk. But the coordinates broadcast from that tower still appear in shortwave frequencies at random, and the voice still calls out, Hakkinen 462. Did Lars Hakkinen ever leave that forest? Or did the tower return him to somewhere else? Leave your theories in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to MindVault. Because some signals should remain lost.